O'clock, and that's how I want to welcome you to State of the Nation. The first edition of this week. It's good to be back here, seated behind these microphones and before the camera. So, whatsoever you are, tighten your seatbelts as we're about to pick up from now to 5 o'clock. How are you faring today? How are you faring today? Whatsoever you are, know that you are made in the image of God. You are unique. You are special. All hail Mama Liberia. Also on today, I'm going to be here alone. I'm going to be here alone today with the assistance of the technical department. As well as the cameraman, I can say, the videographer, and we're going to be here to 5 o'clock along with our guests. So I want to use this time to extend condolences to Christopher Kolubasia Fasali. He lost his junior brother, and we want to say, please take heart. And on Friday, I received this message in our choir's chat room. Two of our choristers, two sisters in the choir, lost their brother. And guess what? After a few hours, his body was decomposing, melting. They could not just wait for any other hour, but to bury him as soon as possible. And he was buried on Friday. Yes, Friday. Few hours after he passed away. And then one of our neighbors, only child, went to give birth and left in it. What I'm trying to say this afternoon, there are too many that I know happening out there. I cannot just name everything, all those who are passing. But I want you to pray for people who are going through pain, who are going through depression, frustration, suppression. It is not always that whenever we go to God in prayers, we should be asking for money. We should be asking for cars. Oh God, why are you not doing this for me? Sometimes forget about those things and pray for people. People are going through a lot, but they will not come and tell you, say, oh, I'm going through this. Some people have the opportunity to, talk to one or two persons, but people are going through a lot. Pastors, take note. It is not only, praying for riches. It's good to pray for people to have a peaceful mind, to have sound mind and good judgment. Yeah, so even as we move on to elections, 120 more days to elections, people will make good decisions. So if you can leave, sometimes you can just forget about yourself and pray for people who are going through a lot. That would be so wonderful. Remember, this world is full of pains. Too much. I can remember when I woke up to a call in the middle of the night and say our mother is no more. I say, you people should stop joking with me. You should stop. thinking about what next to do. I felt like my whole world was crumbling, and I did not want to work. I didn't want to do anything again because my mother. I know very well how our parents suffer on us. But I got over it, and I'm still getting over it. And yes, I'm encouraging you, whoever find yourself in such situation, no amount of sorry, no amount of sorry for human beings can help you. It's only from God. He gives peace. He gives comfort. All right, so our lineup for today. Yes, we'll go to Maryland County, where our analyst is on a standby to give us updates. And we also intend to go to Minnesota as well. Yes, like I said, we'll go to Maryland County, the southeastern part of Liberia this afternoon, and talk with our analyst, Rashford Gardiner, to give us updates. And we'll also go to Minnesota, the Liberian advocate there, Samson Williams, sorry. They are seriously advocating for government to reconsider their decision on the closure of the Liberia consulate there in Minnesota that serves over 250,000 people.
See, this dreaded Lord never uphold it forever, and shout for the Lord star.
All right. So we'll also go to Pennsylvania, USA, to speak with Joma Samuels, who is currently attending an investment summit. And then I asked him, so what Liberia stands to benefit? And he said, I got a good news. So we'll go over to Pennsylvania to speak to Joma Samuels. Anyway, he's an aspirant of MAGDALENE District Number 1. So good afternoon to McLawrence P. George McLawrence P., an aspirant, District Number 1, MAGDALENE County. So at 4 o'clock, we'll be hosting an aspirant, Phoebe Harris, of Electoral District Number 9, Maserado County. Yes. Phoebe Harris will sit with us at 4 o'clock of Electoral District Number 9, Maserado County. And guess what? Me be the chairperson of the program committee The RAL asked for time. The team is expected to be here. That's the Reporters Association of Liberia. Remember, I told you on Friday how essential reporters are. So we are going to be reminding all those who have forgotten a gentle reminder. And we'll also be cautioning politicians. Is that the right word, in fact? Politicians, as we move toward the elections, the 2023 major one is coming up. And guess what? Our neighboring country, Sierra Leone elections is June 24th. So by the grace of God, we'll be there as international observer and joining other observers around the world. And bringing back the experience to aid with our process as well. So we are preparing. So that's our lineup for today. Orange Liberia is our proud sponsor. And yes, we are so proud to be associated with the biggest company in Liberia, the biggest GSM company in Liberia. Yeah. All right, Liberia is on the rising. You know, sometimes I feel so shy when I look in the camera and see my big eyes there. But let's take Orange Liberia. Yeah, that's a.
Please walk me up with me. Yeah, but when we recharge for the weekend, I enjoy Orange bar way. The people get 1 gigabyte for $2 for 7 days.
Starting at $2, you can create your own 4G LTE data pack with the #1 mobile network operator in Liberia. Dial *352# or subscribe via the My Orange app. Enjoy using the fastest mobile network, certified by Ookla second time in a row.
Brings you closer to what matters.
Orange.
We don't worry about the data connection at all. There's a package for me. There's a package for you. There's a package for everyone. Small dollar say I can reach out my West Mongolia and enjoy with confidence.
To activate, dial *888# or subscribe via My Orange app. $1 gives you 50 minutes on net calls and 5 minutes off net calls, or the same dollar gives you 500 megabytes of data. Valid 24 hours. Enjoy using the best mobile network, certified by Ookla second time in a row. Visit our website www.orange.com.lr or call 111 for more information.
Brings you closer to what matters.
Orange.
Made with ginger, coconut water, natural juice flavor, vitamins and minerals is Muncie Power Drink. Muncie Power Drink helps reduce high blood pressure, get rid of toxins, help improve children and adult memory. It also helps the body fight effects of excess sugar. Muncie Power Drink has no added sugar, no artificial flavors, and all natural ingredients. It is a healthy drink for just everybody. It has 4 natural juice flavors: pineapple, mango, strawberry, and turmeric. For wholesale or retail purchase, visit major supermarkets across Monrovia and its environs. If you are outside Monrovia, you can do your purchase at Kakata Supermarket in Ataro Business Center in Ganta. You can also visit our store on the O Road, right next to the American School. For more information, call us on 0770 307 572 or 0776 580 730. Muncie Power Drink, not just your regular energy drink.
Notice to all vehicle owners operating within the city of Monrovia, listen and listen well. As of January 1st, 2023, MCC has introduced a new convenient and easy way for you to pay your parking fees electronically via the eWali app. As of January, all vehicles operating within the city of Monrovia are required to have MCC vehicle parking sticker. The vehicle sticker identifies all vehicles and must be used to pay your parking fees. Once you have a sticker, you can conveniently and easily pay your parking fees anytime or from anywhere. No need to wait for a parking attendant anymore. Here are the following ways to pay your parking fees. 1. Download the eWallet app on your phone and pay your parking fees by yourself. Number 2, if you don't have eWallet, then do one of the followings. 1. Go to any eWallet agent around you and give them your sticker number and they will pay for you. Wait till you get an SMS from the eWallet app. Number 2, ask a friend who has the eWallet app to pay for you. Just send them your sticker number and they will pay for you. Finally, if these options are not available to you, then ask the MCC parking attendant around you to scan your sticker and pay for you. Make sure you get an SMS from eWallet app. Stickers are now available free of charge for the next 30 days. Thereafter, you will be required to pay for stickers every 6 months. Rush now and pay for the next 30 days. It's free. Remember, afterwards, you will be required. You can pay for if you pay multiple days or monthly, you don't have to worry at all for the entire month about when and where you park in the city that whole month. And for the embarrassment of your vehicle being torn and you being found by the MCC, pay early and conveniently on eWallet today. Make sure your vehicle has MCC parking sticker at all times. Be a good citizen today.
What move should I make? What move should I make? What should I do? What should I do? Sorry. I'm gonna wait to get an answer from you. Why should I do? It's 5 minutes down 3 o'clock. This is State of the Nation. So you who you are going through so much. This one is for you. Keep hope alive.
Get the best of news, views, and entertainment on Truth FM 96.1. Truth FM.
All right. I mean, we can continue with that. We got a lot to do. Yeah. We have to go to Pennsylvania. We have to go to Minnesota as well. We got to go to Maryland County to get this off our back, and we also have to talk with the RAL. Yeah, as well, and a lot to be done. Radford Garden. I'm trying to get to you, Chief. Can you please call back? Tell me where you want me to call you, Orange, Lone Star, or WhatsApp. Yeah, so let's get this off our back because we are about to get a ball rolling. But let me just open the microphone and go over to Studio B where the team. Chief, how you doing?
I'm doing very well, but not too happy assistance.
Well, I understand, but it's good to have you here, and you are not in a capacity as you are here in a capacity as the vice president
I'm
for.
not happy and glad that I've received the Reporters Association of Liberia has been seriously affected.
Okay.
And just on last Saturday, we had to bury a colleague of ours, a formerly judicial reporter
Okay.
from Page Africa, and the managing editor of the Trumpet newspaper.
Okay, so before we can go to that, those of you monitoring, this is Hansi Deka. Hansi is the vice president of the Reporters Association of Liberia, and he in this capacity, he's my boss because they appointed me to serve as a program committee chairperson. I'm there to organize and ensure that all of things, everything that falls on a program, is achieved. So you are here, and I'm sometimes going to leave the host seat, and
and also Jonathan.
Yeah, and sit in as my as a chairperson. So it's good to have you. And let's get the ball rolling. Why are you here? Why the team is here this afternoon?
So firstly,
Madeline, let me say thanks to you and that of the Truth FM family for the opportunity afforded us so that we talk about issues affecting reporters in Liberia. And I think this is the reason why our colleagues entrusted us. They repose confidence in us so that we'll be able to adequately handle issues of reporters across Liberia. So, paramount among the many things we have to discuss. Firstly, I would like to say that the journalists across Liberia are working on a serious unfavorable conditions. And as a result of that, there are issues that affect them. And it will interest you to know that to even get help is a difficult thing. And as the result of that, some will fall prey to death. Since the beginning of this year, Maradin, we've had 3 deaths. So among the 3, we had the first Dave Cumming. That's John Cumming from formerly of ERBS. We had G. Nawe Gomen. He was one unemployed of Prime FM, and later he moved to ERBC, where he met his demise. And just a few weeks ago, we also had one of our colleagues, Augustine Twe, who fell prey to death. And this on Saturday, we were at the Abraham Roberts Funeral Home, where we had to lay him to rest. And so I would like to use this medium to also extend heartfelt condolences to the bereaved families. And this is a signal to each and every one of us that there are issues.
What? I'm sorry.
Natural juice flavor.
I'm sorry.
there are issues
I'm sorry.
there are issues affecting reporters in
This country. And so those of us at the helm of power, we need not to sit. Because if you follow the issue that led to the death of Nawe Gomen, it was as a result of illness. And I also follow the issue that led to the death of Augustine Twe. It was as a result of illness. Where to even get financial assistance, it was something difficult. Because I can recall that early that morning when the president called in, Mr. Willie Tupa, I immediately went at the house that Sunday morning, week before last Sunday, and it was authenticated that Augustine was in his room after being sick for some time, and that evening he went to bed. The next day, people could not see him in the yard, and so there is concern around the Jallo shop along the pipeline road. And so people decided to go to his room, banging at the door. They discovered that the door was locked, but someone was in. And they burst the door only to meet Augustine already dead. And so these are issues. This is the reason why we have come to say there's need that the welfare of reporters be taken seriously. There are a lot of challenges we are faced with. If you look at the working environment of journalists, media institutions will decide to have journalists working. They don't give them gadgets. The issue of insurance, medical insurance, there is nothing. So that reporter gets out there, whatever happens to him. I mean, it's just like we are on our own. All right, we are on our own, low wages. So all of these issues are concerned to the leadership of the Reporters Association of Liberia. So we say, hey, in the wake of electionary activities, we think it is much more necessary that considering the wave of insecurity in our country, we try to see how best we engage the government, civil society organizations, though we are also a part, and as well as political actors via the radio, because at this point in time, it is something difficult for us to have all of those people coming together, especially those key actors. So we think the best way to transmit our information is by using the media. And in as much that we use the media, we believe that the information will go across. Supporters of politicians, you will have journalists covering programs and things, but it is much more interesting that you give them the courtesy. And we are also aware that we are also aware of citizen journalism. Everyone taking advantage of the new media. So everyone is a journalist. But we are saying by having access to smartphone doesn't make you a journalist. You must be a trained person because there are rules and regulations, there are ethics that we observe. Though we are also cognizant of the fact that some of our colleagues will ethically transgress that which we do not appreciate or we do not cherish, and we are also on the back to disengage from some of those ethical transgressions, because these are things that brings down the face of the media. All right, it creates dark cloud on our reportorial duties or our reportage. As a result of that, people say the journalists in Liberia, they are incredible, but it's not everyone. In every tree or in every society, you have the bad apples. So we are saying to owners of media institutions that the challenges reporters are faced with, there's need that some of those issues be addressed. You
cannot continue to have somebody in your employ, you pay the person $5,000 to $10,000 Liberian monthly
So,
for 2 to 3 years,
so,
and that amount cannot be increased to at least
so,
$100
so
or something that will reach the minimum wage bill.
okay. So, where was Amos Tour? Samuel, what's his name?
Augustine Tuwe.
Augustine Tour. I'm sorry. Where was he buried?
We buried him on Saturday at the Minzo Cemetery, where they have the T5 Academy in Pennsylvania.
T5 Academy. Why is his family? Did he live there with his family? Live there with his family?
He was living all by himself as a responsible young man. He wasn't living with his family, but
I mean, no spouse.
Yeah,
He alone.
from looking around, he had his girlfriend and his family, community dwellers. They were all around. We all went at the funeral home, and the media, the judicial reporter, because that is another auxiliary honor.
Yeah.
Association that was directly affected. As a matter of fact, he was the vice president for the judicial reporters.
Yes.
So the judicial reporters, they were there in full. You had a representative of the president of Liberia, Akobesa, he was there, and you also had Julius Kanama. Julius Kanama was present.
Okay.
And from the end of the Reporters Association of Liberia, having to be the vice president, I was also there. The book of condolence opened, we were also there. We made our presence felt. Contribution, of course, yes, we also make our presence felt.
But which media institution is he? Apart from he being a judiciary reporter as a vice president there as well, is he attached to any media institution?
Yeah, like I said, he formerly reported for Front Page Africa.
Oh, Front Page Africa. Okay.
He also had a own newspaper called the Trumpet newspaper.
Okay.
He was serving as the managing editor.
Okay. All right. So let's get to now we have a few days, I can say a few days to elections. And what is your message to everyone? Let's begin with politicians, then we can go to civil society organizations and go to the citizens as well.
Our message to everyone is peace.
Okay.
We want peace. We don't want any media institution to serve as Radio Kigali in Liberia. Peace should be the hallmark of our society, especially as we gear towards the pending, much talked about, the much anticipated 2023 elections. Peace. So this is the reason why we've come to caution politicians, like I said earlier.
Mm-hmm.
We know that now in the media there is this perception that people have. You have this radio station believed to be pro-government. You have this radio station believed to be, how do you call it, pro-opposition. Whether pro or not, we are saying when there are political rallies and journalists having to go there, you will see some journalists with their vest and their media institutions name is being printed at the back. That they do their work without hindrance. All right, let them do their work without hindrance. It will be a bad thing to have a journalist assuming a reporter from Truth FM having to go to cover a program, perhaps from the CDC or the United Party, the ANC, and someone, a supporter, or perhaps a top-notch politician or hierarchy of that political institution, say, hey, we don't want this journalist here. In fact, we did not invite your institution. It is not about whether you invite my institution or not. I have gone there to get the information. So assume that I did not go to attend the program, and I sat at my office and captured this, the footage from, extracted the audio from the internet and did a story. Will you come to my institution to ask the institution, say, hey, we do not want you to air this story on your platform because we did not invite you at our event? Or perhaps I sat in my newsroom as a reporter from a newspaper and I did an article. You did not invite my institution, but it was then published on my newspaper. Will you tell my news outlet to say, hey, we do not want this to be on your newspaper because we did not invite your institution? We say no. Allow the reporter to do the work. People you think you've invited, of course, yes, those are the institutions you think you could work with. But let the reporters have equal access to the information they have gone to fetch.
Okay, so much having said, you being the vice president of the association, what plans you have you have now as we draw closer to elections?
So this is the reason why we've already started.
Okay.
Engagement. All right? We need
to show that our paramount concern, number one, is peace. The second is our reporters should be untouchable.
And your reporters should be untouchable and they should also be professional. So are you also telling your reporters to be professional?
Earlier expose, I said that we do not want ethical transgression and we will not give into that. We will not. We do not want ethical transgression. But equally so, let supporters of various politicians desist from attacking journalists. Whether you know the person to be working with or pro media outlet for the government or against the government, as you may believe or you perceive to be, give that reporter access so that he or she would discharge his or her reporter duty without hindrance. That's our concern. We are also telling our reporters that as you go out there, be very professional. And we do not also want provocation from security personnel on the reporters. And we do not also want the reporters to provoke the security personnel. If you went to cover a program, a political rally, where you see security persons and they ask you go this way, follow their instruction.
Follow the instruction. Yeah.
Perhaps you do not know the reason why the security personnel is telling you. So if perhaps as a journalist, using your journalistic skills, and you may have sent something that you think there is something that security personnel want to shield, they do not want you to know. You can use your skills to see how best you can get that information without trying to.
But I can tell you for sure, personal safety matters. The training I was undergoing the few time, personal safety matters. You cannot no story is worth dying for. If you have to be professional by following rules and regulations. I mean, security personnel are also doing their job just the way you are also doing your job. So you have to respect their space.
And so this is the reason why we'll continue to
say this to our colleagues, right? And as part of our own strategy as we approach the election, to ensure that our colleagues get the needed information as to how they go about working, we've appointed county coordinators in the 15 counties, because we are not going to be everywhere at the same time. We need people to work along with us, and we have chat rooms for the county coordinators. Yes, much that we also have chat room for all of the reporters and that of the leadership. So we inform all of the county coordinators as per the letter given them, that you are going to steer the affairs of the county, the reporters in those counties. What are the issues? You bring forth those issues to us because they are not people based in Montserrat County to say, hey, Henson is in Montserrat County. Then we say, Henson, you are the coordinator for bombing. What does Henson know about bombing? Issues that are affecting reporters in bombing. All right. Henson doesn't know. Henson is not aware. So we took people from those counties and we appointed them as county coordinators. They are there. They are living there. They understand those issues affecting them. So they are going to communicate with us. And based upon the information we're going to gather, we use it to see how best we approach the issue.
Okay. Yeah, we're trying to maximize, we're trying to maximize the time because I know you are a journalist. I have to, control the time. Yeah.
Just give me the opportunity. So as part of this, struggle between politician and that of journalists of recent,
yes, sir.
There was this issue that took place between some staffers of District 17 representing Henson Kazuru.
Yeah, and Winston Blading. Okay.
On the grounds of the cabinet.
Okay.
You see, Winston, according to him, he had a cordial relationship with Representative Kazuru, and based upon the relationship, he has frequently invited the lawmaker on his platform, that is Bana FM.
Okay.
All right. And then, but as a journalist, just part of friendship.
Where the facts belong, you have to say it. Truth telling is journalism.
Sure.
So
say the lawmaker think is against him. Stavros on his office decided to go and attack the journalist while he was on his reporter did the attic.
That's why he told you.
Of course, that's what he said.
Okay.
All right. And the president has issued a release. We are also saying in support of the statement from
the union, we are also adding our voice to the union that we want investigation into the matter and we should not allow this to be. We shouldn't allow this to be because today it is with Winston Blading and Representative Henson Kazulu. Tomorrow it will be another person, and we got few.
So yeah, sure. So it's. So it's actually a sad one, but you really have to ask Winston again. You really have to find out from him. Let he explain the actual story. Let he be bold enough to explain what happened because I know Brother Winston bloody. All right, so let's go now and reminding our those who made some pledges.
Yes, so
can you please wait? No, I hate interviewing a journalist. And sometimes we hear like the pastor, they'll take all of your time. Okay, but we are trying as much as possible to manage our time because we have someone from Minnesota already in the backstage. And we have taking 2 persons from the US. So we're trying to maximize the time.
So why you are taking it from the US, do you also be respected?
But you are here with me. Why you bothered?
Yeah, so give me the time when I leave them. Record them.
I mean, you know, journalism is time. You have to, we got to respect the time. So, what I want to say, let's remind those who made some pledges. I don't have the list.
Yes,
you keep. Y'all want me to do my work. Can you please give me the list so I can remind these people? No, now when you're leaving, you have to give me the list. These are things I don't have problem with it, but these are things that can make people to be ineffective when they are in position.
So that's what I said.
But you on camera. I said, give me the list. The only person name that I can remember.
There's a reason why I've come, right?
Okay.
So let's get to business. You know how we took over the 6th of January 2023. So we have gone into like 6 months now into our leadership. And there are issues confronting the workings of the Reporters Association leadership. Despite of those challenges in our weak ways and with our weaker resources, under the able leadership of President Bolitopa, we're still making progress. But with the pronouncement made at the famous Single Palace Hotel in Single where we have a program, it has become like an embarrassment to us.
Henson, you
Tell you what, listen now, man.
no, Henson,
Give me time, please.
Henson, you have to be straight. I do not have enough time. Let's remind the people what. Yes, you have to respect the time. Let's just remind them. Let's just remind them, Henson.
So as part of that, Commissioner Eugene Nando, who served as our chief launcher during the program,
he informed the body, and the program was well packed, well attended.
Henson, that's not important. Who never know that? Who doesn't know that people attended the RAL induction ceremony? No, it's not about that. Hit the point. Talk about it. Those. Can you be to the point and stop doing all the formalities, Henson? I'm in control here. I'm telling you, be to the point. It's not about people attending the program. Of course, people attending the program.
People have to be aware that this program was not 2% attended, and there is a reason.
Okay, go on. But we do not have enough time.
That's what I said, Madeline. If we can give us another day, we can still come. So what's the decision? You
have to follow the orders right now. I do not have enough time here, saying leave all of the formalities and remind those who made pledges.
Like I said, Commissioner Nando made the pronouncement.
Yeah, when he is saying you should go straight to the point, your president is telling you.
This is not telling me anything. So this is what we are embarrassed with. He informed the
people that several officials of government made pledges, and as well as some business personalities, like the head of NAFA, $3,000, the Minister of Finance, including President George Weah, and several other officials of government. Madeline, to date, the leadership has received only $3,000.
And the 3,000 came from whom?
That to over $40,000 with the pronouncement made before those people. So as the result of that, this is what has become an embarrassment to us. There is no way engage in office spaces. Areas for office space, you go, they tell you $5,000 for a year. Some areas, they tell us $7,000 for a year. So now the question is, the $3,000, what then do we do, right? How do we go about to lobby? So it was much more preferable that that pronouncement wasn't made by Commissioner Nangwe, which to some extent has brought embarrassment to us, as we should go about to lobby now with people. Right? There's nowhere now that we can go. And now we are engaging partners, but engaging partners, the partners cannot just do business with you abruptly because your name, because the institution name is the Reporters Association of Liberia. No, you must have done some things to show them that yes, indeed, you have been doing some work. So based upon those work you've been doing, the partners can now trust you to see how best they can give you some low purchase to beat off your efforts.
Okay. All right. So, President, we have $5,000 that was announced by Commissioner Nangwe. Speaker Chimas, $1,500 pro tem $3,000 for Honorable Fonati Kofa $3,000. Yes, coming from the President Welitokwa. Thank you for the list. Please continue to send it. We are doing a gentle reminder to all of our honorables, including the president. I was there. In fact, I didn't want even did the introduction of the program. The program was really good. But our point, the reason for our appearance here today is to remind the president, the speaker, the pro tem honorable Fonati Kofa, Bill Tuareg, because we cannot function without funds. It's not possible. It is not possible at all. So all of you who did your pledge or pledges, you made pledges, we are kindly asking you, including the office of the president, to please see the need to give them money so we can function. Where there are other things that we want to do. We want to prepare for the upcoming elections. How can we do it in the absence of funds? It's not possible. So it's not possible. In fact, you are helping us. We're not demanding this from you. You are helping us. You want, you are pushing us, but you have forgotten because you have a lot to do. You have elections that you have to go for. You got other things to do, family, friends, and everything is on you. We are kindly reminding you that you need to. Yeah, he said bill to hour is 1,500 USD. So if you calculate all of this money right now, and if we receive all of them, so please, I'm going to be with the team. We will go to your offices, all of you, to the whole team. The whole list is here. When you finish wasting the whole list. Anyway, subsequently, we'll be announcing everything because the names are easy. I've not been asking for the list, but I got it today. So yes, so Hesse, you have to start giving your parting comments now.
So thank you so much for giving us the opportunity, and like we've come to remind them and also remind politicians of issues affecting journalists. So we are telling those who made pledges to Commissioner Eugene Nangwe that the commissioner made the announcement public, and we are requesting you to kindly comply with the commissioner so that the Reporters Association can move further, because this has become an embarrassment to us. We got nowhere now to go to see how best we engage people to get something for the operations of the institution. Thank you so much.
All right. So let me, Hessing, let me just inform you. Radio is time, and you're not stranger to the microphones, right? That's one. I am not taking people from the USA above you. It is because we have reached this. I have 30 minutes for you, but now we have even gone 45, close to 45 minutes. So no, yes. So don't say I'm taking people from the US over you. No, that's not a radio. It's time, and yourself. You are okay. So we will do this most often, so we can inform all those who may pledge or pledges at the induction ceremony of the RAL. Thank you. So if you are tuning into the State of the Nation, let's get the song as we.
Forever he'll reign. Come on, you got it. My God is awesome. Come on, say, he can move mountains. Keep me in the valley. Hide me from the rain.
All right, so let's now go to the Republic of Maryland, formerly called, that later joined Liberia in 1857 when it was